I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the give, it's Vidal. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Chargers, first down.
3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's got the tight end. That's Ganskin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. A run. Here's Vidal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kamani Vidal punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
10 yards on the
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy. 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but My only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Finds Johnston. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Vidal. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run with Vidal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Chargers 14.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now here's Mahomes. Brown with his stick skills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A give right side for Pacheco. Evades the tackler, and now some space. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6. that's going to bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Second down and 4. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. L.A. set to take over again on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Short throw to Disley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Misdirection is the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Vidal looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Vidal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Nico Remigio deep for KC. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 41, here's second down and 5. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
That's the score.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught by Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Hands it off out of the gun. And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First down.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
as a passer, always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and a couple. Now here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there. It'll be second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within a point. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Vidal on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's another Chargers first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. Vidal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Two yards left on second down from the 9. Here's a give up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
33.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vidal. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll run on first down. Vidal. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Vidal. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
First down. A gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, what a move. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 7. Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 13 yards out. And the Chargers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Gets around him. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he
smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, watch him right here. Go.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Pacheco is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from a yard out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Chargers 40.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass out left, finds Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
In motion right is Johnston. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds Johnston. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers, first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers, first down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 42. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Chargers, first down.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown.
Mahomes pass complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Mahomes will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now 1st and goal. Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by a field goal, 46 seconds to go. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Chargers.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Herbert to throw. Short throw to Disley. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert going to throw. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Herbert. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Chargers 54.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And that was seconds remaining. They're going to burn their final timeout.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
This for all the marbles.